Hello, my name is Samantha Tracy, and this PechaKucha presentation is on Williams syndrome. Williams syndrome is a genetic disorder that causes cognitive impairments, different facial features, and health problems. Williams syndrome is an autosomal dominant disorder. This means that to have this disorder, only one gene needs to be deleted. This does not typically run in families, but if a person with Williams syndrome has a child, there is a 50% chance that it will be passed on. Williams syndrome affects all genders, ethnicities, and races equally. Williams syndrome is caused by a deletion in chromosome 7. It is a continuous gene syndrome. This means that the deletion happens one after another. This deletion can be either large or a small part of the chromosome. This causes a large variation in cognitive impairment and other health problems in people with Williams syndrome. ELN is a gene associated with Williams syndrome. It is located on chromosome 7 on the large arm. ELN is a protein elastin. Elastin is a protein that affects the connective tissues in a human body. LIMK1 is another gene affected by Williams syndrome. It is located on chromosome 7 on the long arm. This gene has a protein LIM domain Nesis1. There is no clear role in what this gene plays, but it has been associated with learning problems and brain development. The prognosis for people with Williams syndrome varies greatly. If an individual has no or minor heart problems, their life expectancy is to old age. If an individual has more serious health problems, their life expectancy can be greatly shortened due to these conditions. Quality of life with individuals with Williams syndrome varies greatly. Most individuals with Williams syndrome need to live in a supported setting. This could be with parents, with adults without disabilities, or with an agency. People with Williams syndrome also typically require supported employment. With these supports, many people with Williams syndrome have a great quality of life. Williams syndrome requires constant monitoring of many medical conditions. This is because the syndrome affects many parts of the bodies. An individual's height, weight, and heart should be monitored regularly. Individuals also are prone to getting ear infections and crossed eyes, so the eyes and the ears should also be monitored. Children with Williams syndrome will likely receive an individualized education plan. They most often fall under the category of cognitively impaired under the Individuals with Disabilities Act of 2004. Most often, they will be included in a general education classroom, a resource room, or a categorically cognitively impaired room. It has been found that people with Williams syndrome have large adaptive behavior deficits for their IQ. Adaptive behavior skills can be putting on clothes, doing laundry, or doing chores. Because of this, teachers should be sure to include adaptive behavior instruction in their curriculum to help people with Williams syndrome gain independence. Many people with Williams syndrome struggle with anxiety. As teachers, we should be aware of this struggle. We should work with social workers, school psychologists, and therapists to support the student. At an early age, there should be a neurological assessment done on a child with Williams syndrome. Many students with Williams syndrome have an IQ less than 75, which means they are cognitively impaired. This means that the general education curriculum might be hard for this student. We can accommodate students with Williams syndrome in many ways. Most importantly, we can provide an environment that is consistent and predictable. We can also incorporate music into our lessons. Modifications for students with Williams syndrome are very important. With a cognitive impairment, students with this syndrome might struggle with age-appropriate work. Changing the difficulty and length of an assignment is important to helping a student with Williams syndrome be successful in school. Here are the sources I used in this PechaKucha.